Hey LC, welcome back to your 10th installment of LCTV. I'm Damian Rambula.
And I'm Charmaine Janowski. On this week's episode, we will be painting our way through quarantine.
We'll be checking out our new football coach.
And looking at sports.
Our first current news story is about the start of Women's History Month. March's arrival marks the beginning of Women's History Month. It's a month that commemorates the struggle women have dealt with to fight for equal rights, and serves as a reminder of how the struggle continues today. The purpose of Women's History Month is not to only remember well-known glass ceiling breakers, but to educate yourself on those often left out of history books.
Women's History Month is a good time to remember that things weren't always like they are now, and that we weren't always considered equal. I think it's important that we learn more about Women's History Month because it's not really taught a lot in school, and we don't learn specifically about women who have made different accomplishments. We learn about them, but we don't kind of focus on it during Women's History Month. So I think that getting more education on it would be important. I think that Women's History Month is really important, and it's special to me because my mom has worked really hard in life and everything, so it's important to me as it is to her, and to watch other women grow and succeed.
Next, COVID-19 cases are now decreasing in Indiana.
The Indiana Department of Health added 736 confirmed COVID-19 cases on Sunday, February 27th to the state's total, raising it to 661,673. It also added 17 COVID-19 deaths, bringing the state's total to 12,142. These deaths occurred between January 18th and February 26th. As of February 27th, 992,727 individuals have received their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, and 565,722 have been fully vaccinated. Indiana residents 60 and older are now eligible to get vaccinated.
I feel like it's a great thing that the COVID cases are decreasing because it means we're going to get more freedoms as people. As kids, we're going to be able to do more things over the summer. Summer's going to be a blast, going to have a great time. Everything's going to be reopened. Hopefully no more masks soon. It's just going to be all around a great time.
Go to coronavirus.in.gov to find out more about Indiana's COVID-19 cases.
What's up, LC? I'm Taylor.
And I'm Alex.
And today we're making hot chocolate bombs. Our first step is to melt the chocolate.
Now that the chocolate is melted, spread it around into the silicone molding evenly. And now put them in the freezer so they can solidify.
So next, after they are done freezing, you're going to pop them out of the silicone molds and add hot chocolate to each of the half circles. And then you're going to add a marshmallow. Since they're so tiny, we're only going to put one marshmallow in each.
After you've added hot chocolate and marshmallows to the half circle, take the melted chocolate and spread it around the edges so it sticks together.
So next you're going to get a mug and fill it with hot water. So now that you have your mugs of hot water, you could just simply drop the hot chocolate bomb in. So they melt and then they make hot chocolate.
Oh, get into it.
Hey Damon, did you try a new hobby during quarantine?
No, what about you?
No, I didn't, but I know some students who have.
Hi, I'm Gwen Schilling and I'm a junior here at LC. So I used to post pictures of my art on my Snap story, and then this kid slid up and asked me if I could paint his shoes. And before that I never thought about doing it, and then ever since then I just started painting shoes. So if the kid doesn't have the shoes yet, I just have to order the shoes. I usually get them at Dick's because they have Air Forces now. And then I sketch out the design, or I print some, what are they called? Stencils, and then I put them on the shoe, and then I paint the shoe, and then put a protective coat on it, and then I ship them out. I usually get a few a month, but during Christmas time I had a lot. I was doing 5 every week, but ever since then it's slowed down a little. I hope it can become a serious business. I at least want to do art some way in my career, but hopefully I can be able to still paint shoes when I'm older.
Wow, that was really creative.
Now let's take it over to Katie, Sam, and Cole for this week's sports update.
What's up, Lake Central? We're back with another edition of Sports Update. I'm Sam Long.
And Coach Hobson.
And I'm Katie O'Drobanak.
And let's get caught up on some Lake Central sporting news.
Unfortunately, the girls basketball team fell in sectionals to Maryville. Thank you to Jen, Tiana, and Abby for your 4 years in the Lake Central basketball program.
We here at LCTV would like to congratulate our boys basketball team on an undefeated home record this season. The boys are hot on a 3-0 winning streak with wins over Crown Point at home, McCutcheon at home, and EC in the sectional opener. This Friday, the team will be released on Twitter for their sectional semifinal against Gary Westside. We look to see all you there, show up, and support the Indians.
The cheer team ended their season victoriously with a first place win at their last competition. Thank you to the seniors Kylie, Bella, and Lexi for your 4 years of dedication in the program.
Just recently, I had the pleasure to sit down with new football coach Rick Good. We talked about his prior experience and future plans for Lake Central football. Check it out. What's up, LC? I'm Sam Long. We're here with Coach Rick Good, newly signed football coach Lake Central Indians. We're going to sit down here, find out a little bit more about him, and see what he has to say about the upcoming school year and some of his goals for Lake Central football. All right, Coach, let's get a little introduction. So could you tell us a little about yourself, your previous coaching experience, and where you went to school and where you went to college and stuff like that?
Sure, yeah. I'm a 2002 Mount Carmel High School grad from Chicago. I went to the University of Illinois for a few years and finished my college up at Purdue. Mm-hmm. After that, I started coaching at Calumet High School and happened to take a job at Mount Carmel a few years later and worked on their lower levels and worked my way up to the varsity staff, coached in a few state championship games, and happened to be able to take over the job over at Calumet about 4 years ago. And I've been coaching there for 4 years. And happened to grab this job a few weeks ago, and I've been here ever since, and really liking what I'm doing right now.
Wow, that's awesome. So when you were in the interview process, I know you came and visited the school. What were some of the things that really jumped out at you, saying, "Oh man, I really like this school. This is a great place to be a coach at"?
I've lived in Cherryville for the last 11 years, so I'm pretty familiar with Lake Central, and Lake Central's a place where, obviously when you go down Indianapolis Boulevard, you see, the big school with the big facilities. And, when you get in here, everything is first rate. Everything's top of the line. And, everybody's so nice and, very welcoming. So when you get in here and really meet people, you kind of understand why it's special. The building is one thing, but having really good people around is kind of what drew me here, during the interview process.
Mm-hmm. And Coach, we're both big football guys. I know you're from the Chicago area. I'm a Bears fan. I'm guessing you're a Bears fan. When Lovie Smith got signed as the Bears coach, one of his first things he said was, "Hey, we're going to beat the Green Bay Packers. That's our big goal. We're going to beat the Packers." So over here, our Packers are the Munster Mustangs. We don't like them. They don't like us. So what can you say as, we're going to come out and we're going to treat Munster with the utmost respect, but, we're going to work a little bit extra hard to try and beat those guys each year?
Yeah, having Munster on the schedule every year to open the season is a great thing. Rivalry is kind of what makes high school football great. Anytime that you've got a school that is kind of on your level, you want to make sure that you show them kind of, what we're all about, what Indian pride and being able to be a part of the tribe is. So, Munster is going to be on our schedule all summer. That's the game that we're going to look forward to because it's our opening game. We just want everybody to kind of come out and, through this summer, and COVID's going to hopefully be away and gone, and we can have a bunch of people in the stands and, make sure that the rivalry stays great. But, the rivalry is really for students, and that's really the key to kind of having a great rivalry is having a great student section, having a lot of fun at the games. So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
That's another thing, This year we kind of got robbed a little bit of a student section, but we know next year hopefully we can get a lot more kids out, hopefully get them right by the field. And I don't know if you've seen, but we usually pull a big group of kids out for a student section, so that'll be awesome. I know I'm excited to come back and see some of that. Another thing we want to go over is We do have a lot of parents watching LCTV, parents of students, student athletes. So what are some of the things you would like to say to the parents of LC students and LC football players?
You know, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we're going to work hard and we're going to have a lot of fun. And, you know, we want to make sure that LC football is something that everybody can be proud of. And, you know, we want to make sure that everyone that wants to be a part of the group can. And, you know, we're not really a group that's going to exclude anybody. You know, we want the students, we want, you know, younger brothers and sisters and older aunts and uncles and everyone to be a part of this. So, you know, it's going to take more than the 3,400 students that are at Lake Central High School to win. It's going to take all their family and friends and, you know, all the support that we've been getting. We want everybody in the Tri-Town area to be, you know, proud of the Lake Central Indians.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for sitting down with us today. We had a great time. We're super excited to see what we can do with the Indians next year and the next couple of years. Hopefully, you know, we'll bring it back. We'll be a good team, and we can't wait to watch. So thank you, Coach.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Coach Good. We love what you had to say, and we can't wait for next year.
Last weekend, the Centralettes completed a clean sweep at regionals. Good luck to the girls as they are preparing for the state championships.
Our gymnastics team placed third in the DAC meet and second at sectionals. This weekend, they move on to regionals at Portage. Good luck to our girls, and let's bring it home.
Congratulations to our girls swim team at their performance at the state championships. Paige Baker placed 8th in the 50 freestyle, and Jory Wilson placed 9th in the 100-meter backstroke. Congratulations to the entire team on a 19th finish at the state championships.
Our boys swim team showed up to battle at sectionals. Big congratulations to my boy Carter Schuster and Griffin Weber as they are both sectional champions. The team placed 26th at state and Zach Ramachi placed 8th.
That's it for this week's Sports Update, LC. I'm Katie O'Drobanak.
And Coach Hobson.
And I'm Sam Long, and we'll see you next time.
That was a pretty eventful week. Thanks, you guys.
Since most of 2020 didn't go as expected, I think it's fair that all of our expectations for 2021 need to be raised a little bit.
So for most of us, I would assume 2020 was one of the worst years out there because of you know what. But the only place that you can go from the bottom is up. Let's see what everyone's expectations for 2021 are.
My expectations for 2020 is to be better than 2021. By what I mean by that is I hope that we all get to stop wearing masks and we all get to experience the things and go back to normal life and be able to go to different sporting events and games without everybody a limit on people and or everybody saying you have to stay 6 feet apart from one another.
I think 2021 is definitely going to be better than 2020 because 2020 was pretty much the worst year that it could possibly be. I don't think anything good happened in 2020. Hopefully something good happens in 2021.
I think 2021 will be a better year than 2020, but not by a crazy amount since there's still coronavirus and everything. But if everyone keeps social distancing and wearing masks, I think that it could possibly go away in a large amount.
So to help make sure that 2021 is better than 2020, wear a mask.
Can't wait to see what happens this year. Hey Charmy, what's the one thing better than humans?
I don't know what.
Dogs!
Dogs are seen as a man's best friend, and many teachers and students have them. Let's check out some stories that teachers and students have.
I have 3 dogs, Lucky, Sadie, and Zuma. They are all pit mixes, they're all mutts, so they're all mixed with different things. Lucky is 8, Sadie is 6, and Zuma is 5.
What's the story of how you got your dogs?
We've just always been a dog family, so we always had 2 dogs, and Zuma was a compromise because I wanted a 3rd kid and my husband didn't, so we got a 3rd dog instead. They're all rescues, yeah.
It was in an animal shelter, and it was abused. It was being abused, so we were able to like recover it.
My name's Tara Bolin, and I'm a junior. I got one on Christmas when I was 2, and it just comes running out of the bathroom and into the living room, and it's just like a tiny puppy and it's just jumping everywhere on Christmas Day. I have 2 German Shepherds and a Choco Lab. One's 14, one's 1, and then one's 3. Jersey, Tank, and Gino.
I'm Demir Griffin. I'm a sophomore with Yorkie. Her name is Zuri. One day I came home from school and she was there.
That's it for today, LC. I'm Damien Arambula.
And I'm Charmin Janowski. Thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.